Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing a new game on the channel. This is Our Adventurer Guild. Now I'm quite pleased to be playing this, and thank you as well to the developer for sending me a free key for this. Basically, this graphically I would say it has anime stylings, you can probably tell from the menu screen, but in terms of gameplay, this is basically a tabletop role RPG, the game. I played the demo, which is available still on Steam, even though this is now available to purchase. And you know, if you like what you see, I do recommend checking it out because I had a lot of fun with the demo actually, and I thought, you know what, I do want to play this on the channel as well. So, yeah, I think the easiest thing is just to get into it. But basically, the idea is that we are kind of taking over a tumble-down adventurers guild with no one sort of in it. We hire adventurers, we level them up, we take quests, complete quests, earn money, expand the guild, improve things. It's a quite satisfying gameplay loop actually, and I'm looking forward to playing it. Let's start. I'm gonna do normal. I'm not gonna play Iron Man, just in case of any crashes or anything. I didn't have any in the demo, but you know, having once played an Iron Man XCOM 2 campaign that then just ended because of bugs on a save. I've been always very wary about doing it, but I'm going to do an honest man save. So if someone dies, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone from the campaign. Dear friend, it has been a long time, hasn't it? I always thought about writing to you, but I've never found the courage to do so. How ironic that my very first letter to you would also be my last. Because by the time you receive this letter, I will already be dead. Friend, I have a favour I want to ask of you. It concerns the Adventurers Guild. It has been difficult these last couple of years. It shames me to admit that we've been struggling, and I'm afraid of what will become of the guild now that I'm gone. I fear that without the right leadership it will cease to exist. That's why I want you to become the new guildmaster. I know it might be selfish of me to ask this of you, but I ask you as a friend, as someone who considered you family. Please don't let our dream die. Former guildmaster of the Adventurer Guild and your old friend, Fran. His name was Fran. As I say, it's very anime stylings, but it's not like a JRPG or anything. It's sort of turn-based combat. I guess it's kind of similar to, I don't know, like Final Fantasy Tactics kind of thing. But yeah, it's an RPG. Shouldn't be much further from here. If we follow the road, we should be arriving at the guild in no time. Good to hear. This journey has been exhausting. You got us lost several times, and we had to pretty much run from every encounter we came across. Honestly, I'm surprised that we even survived this far. Yes, sorry about that, Guildmaster. We haven't been adventurers for long. Guildmaster? It's still weird hearing that. I guess we didn't really show our best side so far, did we? No. No, you didn't. Geez, we really didn't start off on the right foot with our future boss, did we? Time to butter up. I know we haven't been that great so far, but we're still young and learning. I'm sure we'll improve in no time under your leadership. Especially when you're such a handsome, pretty good-looking person. Thank you, I guess? What was that stutter just now? I just noticed I can't tell if our guildmaster is a man or a woman, so this is kind of how it chooses your name and identity and stuff. What are you talking about? Of course it's See? You can't tell either, right? I have an idea. Guildmaster, I noticed we never called you by your name. I kind of feel bad about it. It makes everything so formal. Technically I'm your boss, so that just seems just right. Yes, of course, but it just doesn't seem right if we don't at least know your name. So if you could tell us? Yes, my name is going to be Boring. I guess there's no harm in that, it's boring. Boring. Ah, I see. Of course. Of course. You still can't tell, can you? No. You think it'd be awkward to ask now? What do you think? For now, let's just keep rolling with it and avoid the use of pronouns. If you're done whispering, I have a suggestion to make. As you said, you're still capable of learning, but I do want to reach the guild in one piece, so here is my suggestion. For the remainder of the journey, let me take charge. I used to be an adventurer for more than half my lifetime, and I'm sure that I can bring the best out of you. Well, I don't think any of us would have any issues with that. Good. Then follow me. So, what were their names again? Pretty sure they told me. Also pretty sure they told me their life stories and traits, which is kind of weird to tell a stranger. Well, maybe I'll find that info on their character pages. I'm not going to read through the tutorials, we'll just kind of discuss stuff as we play. I'm wondering if the background music might be a little loud, so I'm just going to maybe reduce that a little bit first. Doesn't seem to affect anything. If I did that and applied, yeah, it does go. Okay, well let's there we go. Right, well what we do, so you move with WASD. You, when you move, that's when enemies move as well. If you ever played any of the really old, and I know I'm showing my age a bit here, if you played any of the really old Ultima games, my first one was Ultima 4, but it worked in the same way. If you moved around the map, the enemies would move kind of, you can see one up here, at the same time in line with that, which is kind of cool. We're going to get attacked now, so we're going to have the combat tutorial. Again, I'm not going to sort of read the tutorial messages, which I have played the demo, so I'm just going to move through it. Oh no, bandits! No need to panic. Bandits really shouldn't scare you. They're like introductory enemies for adventurers. Why don't you come here and say that to my axe? Oh, they look pissed off now. Guildmaster! No worries. I still think you can take them on. Let them come to you first and try to use the environment to your advantage. Okay, so we'll close that. So, we have, in our starting party, we have a defender, which is kind of a tank. We have a mage, and interestingly, they do seem to be randomly generated, because these are very different characters to my first one. I had a female mage on my first demo run. And a rogue. Here we have a square that if you stand on it, it will increase range of ranged skills by 1 and accuracy by 10. We don't I think the mage may qualify as range, the rogue doesn't, but if we look here, on this square, which I can't currently get to, because I've only got that much movement, you can't see because of Priscilla in the way, but we can hide in that grass and be invisible to enemies. So we're going to do that with the rogue, and we're going to just end our turn at that point. Ridley, can I get you on the square? So I think that's going to improve the range of his spells. It looks like it does actually. That's good knowledge. I still can't hit anything though, so we're going to end the turn. He's probably going to shoot Ridley now. Yes, we took some damage. Grunt's got to get in close though, so I can move my defender there and just block. So here on the hotbar we have various skills now. So we could slash, that's a basic attack, doesn't cost any, call it mana, effectively, even though it's a melee skill. If we to do block, we would sort of take that damage on the shield. It does cost 5. We have shield bash, which stuns an enemy, and that might actually be the one I do. There we go, so he won't act next turn. I can actually block as well. I'm just wondering what the crossbow guy is more likely to do. Yeah, go on then. Let's block until next turn. We couldn't have attacked anyway. Let's go. Okay, so it's our rogue's turn. It feels a bit redundant now to hide in the bushes because we've kind of engaged at this distance. So how close up can we get? I'm actually going to go there. Yeah, she's... Oh, we can throw knife actually. So let's throw a knife at the crossbow person there. Do. Now, as you level up, you can get more... I mean, you can see how big the hotbar is. So you can get a lot more skills and abilities, spells, and so on. These guys are level 1, and it's kind of basic to begin with. He's out of stun now. My stun is like a body slam. But because he's got a guy behind him, I don't think that does anything. I think I'm probably better off just swinging the sword. So we can see we've got a hit chance and a crit chance. So I'm told a 77% chance of doing, and if you look down here, it says 5 to 7 damage. So let's see what we get. We've got 6 damage. Now, I don't really get the chain attack thing. I think there's a small percentage chance that when you attack with someone, an adjacent friendly character will also attack. So I think he launched his magic missile. I think it's a really low chance. I think it's basically like 3 or 4%. I think I saw at one point. But anyway. We got Griffin again now. Oh, actually, no, we're just going to end the turn. There we go. Right, now we got Ridley, who can attack this time. So he's got magic missile, which is a free attack, but fairly low damage. We got Firebolt, which is 10 to 12 fire damage. This is 9 to 13 earth damage. That's a little bit better. Move one tile into the chosen direction or until interrupted. Frost 9 to 13. So that's same damage. And lightning 7 to 9. You might be wondering why you would do like a 7 to 9 in favour of basic spells that do more. Well, if you right-click these guys, again, this is very D&D. You can see that they might have inbuilt resistances. So I fought against some lizard men in a cave in the demo, who had quite a few resistances, but actually were vulnerable to ice damage. So I actually used ice spells on them, and it did more damage than the base. You can also get an idea of their basic stats. So PAB, physical attack bonus, dictates the physical damage output of the character. Then you've got same for magic, accuracy, crit. Don't need to sort of go into that too much. So you've got dodge, block, initiatives. That's how likely they are to act in battle and how far they'll move. So I think for each round there's an invisible dice roll for initiative, because I noticed that it does change order. And you'll see as we progress that there are sort of skill checks and stuff, very much like D&D, that have a D20 plus some skill modifiers to pass checks. So that's anyone who's played or seen any playthroughs of Baldur's Gate will be very familiar with that system. I don't think this is set on like the D&D system, but it obviously draws inspiration in some regards. So what am I going to do here? I think I might do an ice attack on the archer, and we got rid of him. There we go. Well done, Ridley. And turn. It's Ridley again now. So this guy's got 10 health. So well, let's just use a fire thing. And he dead. Now one thing that's important to note is that health and mana and the third bar, which we haven't spoken about yet, but we'll get to that in time, persist between encounters. So it's best not to just blast all your best skills in one fight, because you'll be left without the ability to do so in the next one. Right, so we're going to see a skill check now. I'm not going to do the tutorial, as I said, so we'll press E to clear the obstacle. It's a 15 difficulty check. But I think we do have a shovel. It's given the option to do that, which is an automatic success. But let's do remove by hand, because we'll see how the dice rolls work. So Priscilla's got a 6 modifier, Griffin a 4, Ridley a 3. So let's use Priscilla. We've got to beat 15, so we've got to get 9 or above. It's a slightly better than 50% chance of passing. We failed. So we could spend Bravery to reroll. I guess I will. Lost 100 Vigor. What was the What's Vigor? Vigor's our stamina, I think. So that, again, ticks down with each move. And when it gets to a certain point, you've got to camp as well. Wait! This place here is full of resources we can collect. Collecting resources is an important part of adventuring. We can use them to make our own potions and equipment. So try to always collect all the resources if possible. Sometimes you might not have enough space in your inventory, so try to prioritize what to bring back with you. Well, at this stage we can collect everything. So let's do just that. There's no skill checks on this. Are these sound effects kind of loud? They might be. I did keep them reasonably high, but that did seem pretty loud, so let's just do that. Go. We'll do more. It also, there's a little mini map down here that kind of shows you stuff as well, so it makes it a little bit easier to spot, which is kind of cool. When we get to the guild, all these rocks and bits of wood, I think they can be used to certainly craft weapons and stuff. Because we get, ores out of the rocks, which are used for weapons. Oh dear, we've got sudden bore. This map's randomized, I think. Damn it, now we're getting attacked by wild monsters. Beware of that direwolf. It's a quick fellow, and I reckon that at your level you'll have a hard time hitting it. Do you have any tips? I do. Believe in yourself. We're going to learn about the third bar on their little menu now. Bravery points. Any other tips? I'm being serious. I've seen you fight. You're all stronger than you think you are. Really? Yes. I've hardly seen anyone as talented as you lot. Now go out there. I'm sure you'll be able to defeat those monsters. Yes, Guildmaster. We will not disappoint you. They really bought that. This whole Guildmaster thing is going to be much easier than I thought. Okay, I'm actually going to read this because I skipped over this before, and I just want to make sure I understand bravery points fully. Sometimes you'll find yourself in a situation which seem unfavourable to you adventurers. But by taking advantage of the bravery system, your adventurers can easily turn the tide of battle in key moments. Okay. Each adventurer has an amount of bravery points, the silver bar, which can be spent on powerful temporary buffs. Ah, okay, good. But be careful while spending your BP. Having too little gives minor debuffs to the character and risks them getting the shaken status when they reach 0. Meanwhile, having high gives your adventurers minor buffs. Always consider the trade-off when using. Okay. There are several ways to gain BP. Defeating an enemy, landing a crit, or getting encouragement from allies. Likewise, BP can be lost by getting too hurt or having allies die. High bravery adventurers gain BP faster than low bravery adventurers. I think it will increase on level ups. Okay, so he's rushed him, resisted the bleed, crazed boars back there. So if we right-click on this character, he's level 15, no resistances, high dodge though, so that's probably why we need to use bravery points, just to increase accuracy. So if we attack with Priscilla here, we can see that her heroic BP thing that she can do, and I guess you can unlock these. Seems like they're actually automatic unlocks as you progress the character. Increase accuracy for the next skill by 30. The hit chance can reach 100%. Okay, good. So I think if let's move up to here. We could try a shank, like a good old archery strike here. Shank them to do bleeding damage as well. So let's use our BP. So that's going to increase our accuracy. We can still use our skill. So if we do that, we can see we've actually got a hit chance of 87 and crit chance of 10. Let's see what we do. Yeah, got 7, and I think we stuck the bleed on too. That's good. That's it for her though. Now Griffin, that's actually the same thing. So to show this, if we were to do that, that's a hit chance of 57. If we activate this, that is now a hit chance of 87. So there we go. It increased, as it said, it increased accuracy. But I think if we give him a whack, I think the bleed damage will actually kill him next time. I might block. He might still have to tank an attack. We're running out of mana a little bit, but I know that this is the last encounter in the sort of tutorial section. A bit worried about that boar. I think we could probably come here and be safe. This is just going to die, I think. The question is whether it bleeds at the beginning or end of its turn. The start of its turn, it is dead. So let's not worry too much about putting anything on that. But equally, I can't reach it at the moment. So I think we just chill. Right, we don't need, like I said, we don't need to do anything here. How far can our throw reach? Quite far. Oh, you can only get here. I guess because of that rock. Okay, can I hit him with a throw? No. Alright, end turn. It's the boar after this, which is a bit scary. But I'm not sure what else to do, so I'm going to do this. I can actually push him back. Only one tile, admittedly, but let's do the accuracy thing first. And then we'll do that. Decent damage. Good luck, Ridley. Yeah. Kind of did expect that. Resisted a stun though there, I think. So we've killed that off. So Griffin here can't actually do very much. Good luck, Ridley. Okay, we do have Priscilla first though, so let's come up and we'll try that archery strike again, I think. So let's do that, and then we'll do that. 100% chance to hit. And he did 6 damage, but it did apply bleed, which is good. Who's he going to attack? Yeah, it makes sense. We didn't lose Ridley, luckily. Oppositioning is pretty bad, but it is Ridley's turn now. So we can move Ridley away. And we moved a bit too far. You can cancel movement if you don't act before. So let's do that. Let's throw a fireball up there. Oh, did we miss? I forgot to do the bravery thing, so we missed. That sucks. Okay. Boar's got 6 health. It's 4 to 6. But it's going to lose 3. So actually that's fine. But I will remember to the accuracy on this time. And There we go, and he's going to die on his turn. Which is now. They do get like a big load of XP for finishing a mission, so they don't level up quite as slow as that seems. Good luck, everyone. Sorry, well done, everyone. At this point, you're probably all exhausted. We should camp now to get you some rest. It's important to always know when to take a break and recover. Yeah. Resting works in a very similar way to Darkest Dungeon, if you've played that, but also if you've watched my Shardpunk series. We'll see exactly. If you've not seen either of those, we will show you just in a sec how that works. We're going to press N. So what we do is we say remaining supplies. You can choose kind of what level you're going to feed your characters. You can see they're actually going to, if you don't feed them, they're going to lose hit points. That would kill Ridley. 10% recharge on those things for a meager meal, satisfying 20%. We're going to go the full hearty meal though. The exit's just up there. So we're going to recover 30 HP, 30 mana is the SP. I think it might be skill points that stands for. 15 bravery points and 3 camp points. Okay, let's do that. So each character could. So we got 6 action points in camp as a result of the food that we had. So Griffin could gain more armor, perform first aid on a wounded party member, which I will do, I think, on Ridley, or encourage to restore bravery points. But let's heal Ridley a little bit. There we go. So we've got 4 left now. Ridley could grant the whole party 20 resistance against all elements for 3 encounters. That's pretty good. A character starts to meditate to recover mana. He's actually fairly good on mana. Or encourage again. Or we've got another healing action there. And I've got 4. Oh, that's the Night Watch. What's this one? Hide in the shadows. Oh, no, that's fine. So let's do another heal on Ridley. And then we'll do a little stand guard for the night and reduce ambush chance by 50%. There we go. And then when you're all done, out of action points, ambush percentage chance we can see in the top left is now 0. I don't actually remember what it was before. I didn't look. But it's certainly 0% now. So we're going to rest. Oh, I hate sleeping on the ground. I miss my bed back home. You'll get used to it. After a few more nights, the ground will feel just as comfortable as your bed. I doubt that. My bed doesn't have rocks and sticks poking me in the back. Just think of it as a free massage. Now, there's a lot of adventurers, and I think they're all going to be talking at points. I will say up front, although I'm doing the voices, there's very little chance of me remembering everyone's accent for the adventurers. There are some sort of main characters at the base, at the Adventurers Guild, that I will try and be a bit more persistent in terms of the accents I use. Damn, there are even more bandits ahead and they're blocking the road. Does that mean we have to fight our way through? Not necessarily. Not everything has to end in a fight. We might have other options depending on the situation. Let's see what we can do. So we're just going to walk up to these guys. We're going to start event. And we have a little bit of a sort of choose your own adventure type stuff. Ahead of the adventurers were a group of bandits blocking the road. It seemed like they were waiting for the next group of victims. The adventurers could see that the bandits slightly outnumbered them. A fight was therefore not in their best interest. The party remembered what their guildmaster said to them and started to think about alternate ways to get past them. So this is where we have kind of a skill check. So we could try to intimidate them to let us through, have one of them lure the bandits away, or pretend to be bandits. I'm going to choose intimidate. So again, looks like... I wonder what Priscilla's got on her skills that gives her such a big modifier for strength. Interesting. I would have thought that maybe Griffin was better there. But anyway, that's good. So we need a 6 or above to pass this. We got a 17. Very nice. Priscilla suggested that they should just walk towards the bandits confidently. She argues that if they seem intimidating enough, they might just let them through without a fight. The others agreed to the plan, and together they walked towards the bandits. As the party approached, the bandits appeared taken aback by their lack of fear. Priscilla adopted a fierce expression on her face, hoping to intimidate the bandits. Bandits huddled together, murmuring in hushed tones, seemingly considering the group's approach. The adventurers were already amidst the bandits, and just continued walking. If the bandits wanted to attack them, then this was their best opportunity. However, surprising, the bandits just let the adventurers through without doing anything. It seems like none of them had the guts to attack. The guildmasters silently asked themselves, how did that plan work? And Priscilla's gained 3 bravery as a result of that. And the whole party got 50 XP for doing that as well. Now we have a chest here. I actually seeming... can I just check my inventory while I'm in this screen? I can't, but it's giving me the option to use a key, so I'm assuming I have one. So let's use a key this time, and then it's auto success. We can see we got a ring that boosts dodge up a little bit. We got some jewellery we could probably sell, and some cash. Very nice. Start event. Finally, the group reached their destination. In front of them stood a giant fortress, an old abandoned Empyrean fortress that had been claimed by the Adventurers Guild several years ago. It now acts as a base of operations for the guild. In front of the fortress stands an old familiar face. Quest complete. So, a little post-quest debrief. I think that's a total of what we achieved on the mission, I think, because we got most of that out of the chest. And all the stuff we got from our fights, and that we had anyway, so we did have a shovel. Monster Bloods, yeah, okay. Get some level ups. Well, I say level up, XP up anyway. They're still a little way short of level 2. There we go. ... Oh, great. It's her. This is Fiola. Fiola? My friend's wife. She and I have an agreement. I can't stand her, she can't stand me. So, you really came back? Boring. Fiola, I see you're still here. I was sure by now that you'd be already back in your swamp hut and brewing some children in an iron cauldron. They have some quite amusing banter, these two. They literally hate each other's guts. Charming as ever, I see. I guess the only thing that grew older is your exterior. I still can't believe you'll become the new guildmaster. What was my husband thinking? It's like a nightmare. You can help me get rid of mine by going back to the underworld you call home. And just lead the guild, which my husband has spent his life to raise, to somebody who I'm sure has done nothing worthwhile in the last 10 years. I think not. You wanna... What? What? I don't know what that is. You want to go something? Try me.
Whoa there, you two. We're here to greet the new guildmaster, not to start a fight.
And who are you?
Hello, guildmaster. I'm Falcon, one of the instructors of the Adventuring Guild. I was asked by Fiola here to accompany her in this meeting, saying that it would be troublesome if the two of you were alone. But I didn't quite, expect this.
Boring and I share a history. Boring was a friend of my late husband, but the two of us never saw eye to eye. I was too afraid that your gaze would turn me into stone. And wouldn't that be wonderful? Besides, of course, from the ugly statue that would spoil the landscape.
Jeez, no need to underline your relationship before me. Don't we actually have more important matters to discuss? For example, welcoming the new guildmaster of the Adventurers Guild. Congratulations. Although I have to admit that this won't be an easy position to be in.
Fran's letter slightly hinted at it. How bad is it?
I don't know how much you've heard, but the Adventurers Guild has been going downhill for some time now. We lost most of our reputation and contacts. All of our seasoned adventurers have left us, and there's not much gold left to keep the guild going. Honestly, it's a mess.
That does sound bad.
That's why you're here. The former guildmaster was certain that you can bring the Adventurer Guild back on its feet.
Where do we start?
Well, my suggestion would be to start recruiting new adventurers. You can usually find them in the tavern. How about we pay it a visit right now?
Let's do just that. So we can see our 3 guys there. Griffin's actually taken a couple of injuries. Lightly injured for 2 days. So I guess after 2 days pass, maybe that would go. Ridley is heavily injured for 10 days. He nearly died. I brushed him up too quickly, really. Can I have another one? I tried to pause so I could think of an accent for the tavern keeper, but it advanced the dialogue instead. Who are you calling a lightweight? I ain't drunk yet. What should we do? What should we do? Sure. I'm gonna attempt Australian, I think. Oh, hi Fiala and hi Falcon. Is this, Hello Tavi. Hello Tavi. That's right. This is unfortunately the new Guildmaster. Unfortunately.
Don't mind them. Just introduce yourself.
Hello Guildmaster. I'm Tavi and this tavern belongs to me. This is where all the adventurers go when they need to relax. If you think someone had a hard day, just send them to me and I'll make them drink until they're too intoxicated to even remember why they were sad in the first place.
I would have phrased it differently, but yes. Sometimes the former guildmaster would buy drinks for adventurers to raise morale. It is actually quite efficient. My advice is to keep that tradition and occasionally buy a drink or two for the adventurers.
Anything else I should keep in mind here?
Well, as I already said before, usually new adventurers who would like to join the guild will also arrive here. In the past, we would get adventurers from all over the world wanting to join us, many who have already made a name for themselves. Nowadays, however, the only people who come here are people who are too inexperienced and too weak to make it on their own.
Hey, I heard that. So what? If you have a problem with that, then prove him wrong. That's what I taught.
Anyway, we should start looking for adventurers here. At least enough to field a full party of 4 on a quest.
Okay, got it. Hey, how about me? dot 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 dot. As I said, lightweight. Okay. So, this is our list of adventurers to hire. Quite a few different classes to what we've already seen. And actually, some differences to what I had the first time, in fact. Because I haven't got a warrior. I had a warrior before that was like the tank, but more offensive. And I don't have that here, so these are very randomly generated. Anyway, we have a limit of hiring of 25. We have 3 currently, as we know. So looking down, we have Rod. Each of them comes with their own traits, and some are good, some are bad. So this guy, he actually is short-sighted, which means his accuracy is affected, and crit. But that's kind of offset by his sadism. And he's scared of fire, so every time he receives fire damage, he loses BP. To be honest, he doesn't sound very good, does he? You can also see their starting stats. So actually, the priest below is just better, because he's got the extra intelligence and extra strength. And his traits are hot-blooded, so less wisdom growth, which isn't brilliant, admittedly. That comes into effect when you're leveling up. But he's organised, so he's got more intelligence growth and increases action camping points by 2, which seems quite nice. More initiative. And he's an optimist, so he's permanently happy. So let's actually go in and see the details on his character sheet here. So rank copper, I don't know quite what that means. Not sure. But he's a priest. They do not have many options to deal damage, but they excel in supporting comrades, be it by healing their wounds or granting them courage for the fight. So it's a support class, and it can be good to have one of those. It's good to have that kind of healing ability. Each one comes with their own biography. So Fremont was once a priest in a church of Ganenta, but he had to abandon that life one day when he was accused of a crime he didn't commit. After years of false imprisonment, Fremont turned his back on his god and now uses his divine skills for his new life as an adventurer. 29 HP, 37 there. Yeah, it looks alright. Achieve. Oh, okay. This is how they level up their rank. Oh, they'll probably all have these. Interesting. Okay, we know what I'm going to recruit Fremont. So he is now our priest. Now we have another sorcerer or wizard or whatever they are. Insightful, so wisdom growth is good. Sickly isn't great, but not necessarily a deal breaker. But dumb intelligence growth on a wizard seems bad. They have got more wisdom. Or we have Donovan, who is a pessimist, permanent mood debuff. Nimble, so good for dex. Not huge on a wizard. I mean, of those, I'll probably go for Blade. I don't like the intelligence growth and debuff. What does it say? Every point above 5 increases magical attack bonus by 1. And whereas wisdom... It does increase skill points. Okay. Not so much the magic damage. Okay, well, I mean, given the -1 bravery. Okay, well, given the alternatives, we're going to take Blade. Look at Donna's little face. How's he a pessimist? Anyway, we have another rogue here, I think this is. These actually have 4 traits. So we have Scarred. Lack of hit points, not necessarily, when they both are, but it's not necessarily a deal breaker because they're not really going to be toe-to-toe fighters. But Weak is questionable. Pessimist, likewise. Bravery is good. We can see in the stats that our second choice down is, well, apart from Willpower, is maybe a better pick. Nimble, Dex very good for rogues, obviously, I would think. Sword skills on a rogue? Maybe. Fast Learner, that seems pretty good. Let's have a quick look at It's another Ridley, but that's not going to be too much of a problem for reasons I'll get into in a short moment. I'm not going to read all the bios, but yeah, they do have them. Yeah, so we're going to recruit second Ridley 2. Another tank. They're both drunkards. This one's boring, and I'm the only boring one here. I can't stand another boring one. So what we got here? Drunkard, as we saw. I mean, it's not necessarily bad, because you get bravery and willpower growth. Wisdom growth, maybe not so important on a tank. Magically talented, intelligence growth. Meh, apart, you're a mage, Curtis. That's quite funny. Imagine if the name was Harry. So you're a mage, Harry. But more skill points is good for any character. More crit, and the value of loot. Yes, that seems like a good one to do. Okay, we'll just pop in here quickly, see their talents and stuff. Oh, you can look at... Oh, okay. There's a few pages of this stuff. Yeah, we're going to recruit Curtis. And then we have an archer. So we're doubling up on these three classes. I didn't like the look of Rod, I'm afraid, so I'm not going to recruit him, but potentially we could take 2 archers, depending on their talents. Optimist, good. Boring. Okay. Scared of fire. Pretty. Increases the amount of bravery points gained through this adventure by 35%. More likely to become a romantic interest. Okay. Scarred. Don't mind the hit points necessarily in a ranged character, that could be okay. But dumb, probably not great. Iron Skin. I think I like Penelope's skills more. I don't really like the dumb. Take more damage from mage. Yeah, I think we'll take Penelope then. Let's recruit her. So I've now got 8 adventurers. Mood gains. Would cost us. This is our money down here, incidentally. We can see. Why can't I buy these guys a drink? Drinks won't be free even for the Guildmaster. No, that's fine. Alright, I don't know why we can't do that. Good, you found a group that's willing to work with you. Congratulations. Well, it's much easier than having to deal with you, so what's next?
Now that we have the adventurers, we should be able to do quests again. But before we send the adventurers on their first quest for the Adventurers Guild, we should make some preparations. Usually the guild provides the adventurers with items for their adventures. A few potions, bandages, antidotes and so on. And unfortunately the guild currently has nothing in their inventory.
And where do we get more? We still have a merchant here who's willing to sell us his supplies, but he is a bit, well, it doesn't matter, you'll see for yourself. I don't like how that sounds.
Well, I guess it's time for you to meet McCann.
This is our supplier. His name is McCann, a name I'm pretty sure is made up.
It certainly is!
I see we're already off to a great start. Can I explain? After the guild has started to lose its reputation, fewer and fewer merchants were willing to do business with us. Then suddenly a very suspicious stranger appeared.
That would be me!
And he offered to become our supplier now that all the other merchants have cut their contact with us. He never showed us his face, never told us where he came from or why he even wants to support the Adventurers Guild. So all the red flags.
But beggars can be choosers, and you, my dear customers, are very much beggars right now, and I am the philanthropist who is holding you up.
So you're doing this out of generosity? Oh, no, 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 no. The actual reason is completely different from that. And you're not going to tell us. Exactly. You're just as insightful as you look. I mean, even if I told you a reason, how could you possibly know I'm telling the truth? For all you know, I could be a big bad evil guy, and this is all part of an unnecessarily elaborate plan to destroy everything you love and care about. Oh, lighten up, Guildmaster. I'm joking, of course. I miss the old Guildmaster. He actually laughed when I told him that. Despite all of that, there was never any problem with the wares McCann brought to us. Quite the opposite, in fact. I guess we have no choice but to keep relying on you then. Thank you, Guildmaster. You will not regret this. Or will you? Just kidding. What a character, huh? Okay. So this is what he's stocking. This is what we currently have. We do have, although it doesn't say it here, we do have an objective to buy a certain amount of things here. So we're going to buy those. Firebomb. It's actually AoE. I will buy one of those, actually. Take a couple of bandages, a couple of antidotes. Water. Make some. Removes the burn status. Okay, we'll take one. A couple of shovels. We'll take a couple of keys for chests. I would imagine at Quest 1, we're not going to be running into more elaborate chests. Mind resistance. Probably not necessary yet either. Poison bomb, maybe not right now. Adventurer manual, increase experience gain by 50%. Again, quite expensive. I don't know if it's just on one adventurer or if just having it in your party. Well, if having it in your backpack increases experience, it's probably worth it. But I think it's probably got to get used by one character, one adventurer.
Now, there's still one place you also need to know of, the temple. Sometimes people will get injured and need only time to heal.
But time is a luxury we cannot always afford.
Yes, unfortunately. But the temple can help us with that. How about we also give it a visit today?
Alright, let's go do that. So, we have a temple in the Adventurers Guild. Oh, no, that's me. So, we have a temple in the Adventurers Guild. Are you sure you want to step foot in here? Aren't you afraid of turning into ashes? Of course not. Unlike you, I'm not a faithless heathen. You should be more worried that the gods don't smite you because you defile this place with your presence. I would pray for your soul, if you had one.
You two should be more worried about whether the gods would be offended by your bickering in this place of all places. Oh, hey Nora. Nice to see ya.
Nice to see you too, Mr. Falcon. And you, and of course you too, Mrs. Fiola. If you'll excuse me, I have something to do.
She left rather quickly.
Hello, Fiola. Hello, Falcon.
Hello, Eden. We were actually looking for you.
Oh, is that so? Then I'm happy to be here. How can I help? We wanted to introduce you to the new Guildmaster. Guildmaster, this is Eden. He's in charge of the temple here and is also a training instructor for the guild. Eden, this is our new Guildmaster, Boring.
Oh, so you're boring.
Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. I heard a lot about you.
What did Fran tell you?
Oh, it wasn't the former guildmaster. It was Fiola.
Why are you looking at me? Isn't it obvious that you'd consult a priest if the devil haunts your nightmares?
Don't worry, guildmaster. Of course I know Fiola was probably exaggerating. You seem to be a very touchy subject for her.
I don't even want to know.
You really don't.
Moving on. As we told you before, sometimes adventurers will need to be sent out again before they're ready. In those cases, Eden can help us.
Usually, healing magic is only capable of giving temporary relief. When adventurers use healing magic or healing potions on the field, they will still need to recover naturally when they come back. But we priests from the Church Ganenta are specialized in the art of healing, and are capable of a ritual that can forcefully recover all injuries.
I'm familiar with that process. It's not a great feeling.
Unfortunately, it isn't. Having the body mend itself is a rather painful process, therefore it shouldn't be used too often. Otherwise, your adventurers will be less than thankful.
So adventurers will sustain injuries during a quest and require time to recover. While it's still possible to send them on quests, if necessary, they will have their maximum hit points reduced. The church can forcibly heal your adventurers, but the process is painful and will lower their mood. Well, we're not going to worry too much about Griffin, because in a couple of days she'll heal up anyway, but Ridley, out for 10 days. Yeah, let's spend a couple of hundred to heal him up. There he goes.
Now we should have everything ready for the Sorry, that's not him.
Now we should have everything ready for the adventurers to start their first official quest for the Adventurers Guild.
For now, the quests we get aren't much, but hopefully when our reputation starts to get better, there'll be more and better paying quests available.
From here on out, the future of the Adventurers Guild is in your hands.
Don't screw this up.
Accepting quests, quite easy really. So we're going to go... We can turn her off. I don't know quite what that does. But tell you what I'm going to do now, and I'll probably put out a community post saying this as well so people do see it. If we go onto a character thing, you can do a few things. You can set a class goal. I'm not really kind of sure what that is right now. Maybe it'll be explained to us. We can change their appearance, including... Give her a little facial hair. Oh, I don't have a custom portrait. Can I back out? No, that's fine. But we can change skin tone. We can change hair color, for instance, and appearance like that. And the other thing we can do is change their name. So what I was thinking is it was quite fun in War Tales to have characters who were named after people who follow the channel. So yeah, I was thinking, why don't we put out a request? If you would like to appear in this series as an adventurer, please do comment below this video. Let me know. Or on the community post either. If you could let me know kind of... let's see. If you let me know what you would like your name to be. If you could let me know if I could make any appearance changes to your character within reason. We can do some hairstyles. As I said, we can do facial hair. We can do hair color, eye color as well, it looks like. So a few things are possible there. Let me know. And yeah, if you have a class preference as well. So if you want to be a tank or a mage or a rogue or a priest. We also are going to get warriors. I don't know exactly how many different classes there are, but I think there's a decent variety. And probably as we expand the guild, hopefully we'll get more of those. Yeah, but you know, we'll probably top out at I don't really know. Well, we'll keep adding adventurers until, because we might be able to do multiple quests at once, in which case I'll be sending out multiple parties. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to appear in the series, and I'll do my best to incorporate that. But for now, why don't we try an initial quest, so we can see how those play out. So 3 days remaining for these, so we could do an area exploration. We would net a decent amount of XP, 1300 gold, and some resources. We could explore a cave, and the difference there is mainly the type of resources that we get. I think I'd quite like to get the ore, actually, so I'm tempted to do the forest. Or we could collect items, which nets us even more XP and money. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Recommended level 1, supplies for Adventurer 2, so we're going to accept this quest. And now we get to build our roster, and it looks like we can at some point expand how many guys we take out on a quest. I'm not going to take out the guys we just used. I think they could probably do the rest. So why don't we have... take out Tank Curtis. We'll take... I'll take a priest, I think. So we'll take Fremont. I want a mage, so let's take Blade. And I got like to use an archer, actually, instead of the rogue again. So we'll take Penelope out there. Now, we've got some stuff we could do, so we could give someone an extra dodge. I'll probably do that on the archer. I don't think there's anything else sort of equipable. Is this? Oh, it is. Oh, okay, so it's not a consumable. Ah, okay. Who do we want to level up the most, then? The mage. Yeah. Okay, and this is our guild inventory, and this is our party inventory. So we need to move stuff from here over here, and we can what do I do? Do I left click? Left click. Okay, so let's take a couple of those, couple of shovels. I'm not going to take any of the resources because that's really only for sort of crafting back at base. Take the firebomb. And we'll take the keys. Oh, we'll take the antidote as well. There we go. Let's start. We need to buy supplies as well. So it recommends 2 per adventurer. So we want to take at least 8 then, by the sound of it. So we'll do that. All cost gold, of course. Let's start quest. We get to choose our formation as well. So obviously we're going to want... These are probably all back row. Maybe we'll do something... I'll probably protect the mage a bit more. Yeah. That'll be our little formation for battle. Actually, I just did a quick time check on the video, and it's probably coming up to the point where we should bring this one to a close. But we'll come back next time, I think, and we'll finish off this quest. I can't... Well, I probably could rename people right now. Actually, I don't know if I can. In fact, I can't. So what I'll do, while I'm waiting for those sort of suggestions to come in, I'll have a second episode and do this quest. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I actually really enjoy playing this, and I'm looking forward to starting diving into the proper quests and stuff. All I did in the demo was the tutorial and initial quest, so anything beyond that, I don't really know. But after this, we're going to get into the leveling a bit more and training and stuff, learning new skills at the guild, which is quite good. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be great. As I said, if you'd like to be part of the series, do let me know in the comments. As I said, for preferred name, preferred look, preferred class, anything else, I'll try and incorporate it. And yeah, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, would be amazing if you could do so. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.